Hi, it's Elaine again. Welcome back to Growing Up Catholic - His Loving Touch. My next story is a long story, and I probably will put it in a couple videos because you don't want to be sitting there for an hour listening to me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm at least going to try it because I can be very long-winded, as a writer. When I write my cards out for my family and friends, my kids always say, geez, Mom, do you have to write a whole book? Yeah, kinda. Not really, but I just want to make sure, my feelings and love for them is put into words. I think I've gotten better with it, but I'm still long-winded when writing or maybe on this video because I can't seem to get the videos down to 20 minutes, under 20 minutes. So, but first I'd like to talk about the coronavirus that's got everybody in the panic. Having been a nurse going through different viruses and problems with my patients, I have to say I never got the illnesses like the SARS or the Norovirus or anything like that because I practiced good hand washing. And when you're in the front line of trying to care for the sick, you have to be very mindful. So in order for my patients to get the right care, I had to keep myself healthy. So I would wear a mask. Well, first we would quarantine patients in their rooms so it wouldn't spread farther. We will also only allow one family member to visit. Also, I wore a mask, I wore a gown, and I wore gloves. Not altogether a good look, but a safe look for me and for the patients. And yeah, I never got the illnesses. So I was very thankful to God for that. So I have been praying for all the, all the nurses, the doctors, the researchers, everybody that's working with the coronavirus, with the patients. Because, when you're first responders, when you're on the front line of it, you really have to be careful and take good care of yourself so that you can be healthy and take good care of the patients. Now, for all the panic that's going on, don't panic. I know they're calling it a pandemic, and I know it's shutting countries down, and also financially it's probably going to be, like already is for some countries, a horror. But just remember that this too will pass. A few months from now, everything will be back to normal. The governments are doing what they need to do so that it won't spread. And that's why schools are closed and, everything that's closing, like even sports, and so that crowds of people aren't together. That protects you and me and everyone from contracting this disease, this illness. So they're really being proactive in taking care of everyone. I mean, I live in Canada, and our Prime Minister's wife has it. And you have to remember that although there's been a lot of deaths, there's also thousands more who recover. But it is a virus that is strong. And so being proactive and making sure you don't go into crowds and everything, just know it's only for a short time, and that you're not just protecting you, your families, your parents, your children, your coworkers, everybody, by not panicking and by listening to the government when they say don't go to big, large groups. They even stopped our masses, like my church, Catholic Church, and we have Sunday masses. Well, they have mass every day. But even the bishops and everybody's saying, please don't go to church. I mean, you can if you want to, but they would request that you don't. And so everybody, even, you know, like stores and, you know, everybody's being very protective, not only of their employees, but of their customers. That's you? That's me. So let's get to the panic again. Here in Canada, people are, and I'm sure it's all over the world, are panic buying, right? So, I don't know. It almost feels like people are buying things because a hurricane's coming. Like toilet paper. What? You know, toilet paper is pretty easy to come by, and we're not going to run out of toilet paper, but there are a lot of greedy people out there. And if you're one of those people that are buying large amounts of toilet paper, hand sanitizers, whatever, and you're gouging people by selling it back to the community at a much higher price, stop. That's dishonest, and you're not caring about your fellow man, your fellow woman, your fellow co-workers. You don't need to be dishonest. You don't need to hurt people. You don't need to buy all this food and then there's nothing left for other people to get. I know we have a very elderly woman next door, and my husband Dave and I contact her to make sure she's okay, and that we would get her the things that she needs. And I have a single sister, the same thing. We want to make sure that she's okay with getting food and what she needs. I often go shopping online, and well, we normally do, and it's a wonderful thing. You know, like we have what we call Zayre's grocery store, and I order online, and then my husband just goes to the store, and they bring it right to the car and put it in the car. We've done this for a couple years since I was injured, and then have fibromyalgia, and it helps a lot with the grocery shopping. So anyway, so I did my normal grocery shopping and ordered my normal, you know, groceries. Only this time I only maybe received a half of my order, because everything else was out of stock. Why? Why are people panicking? I have a thought process about that because of all the news, and it just brings it all out there and more dramatic. Just remember, most people live after contracting the coronavirus. And a lot of times people don't even know they have it. So don't be afraid. God is in control. And we just need to know that you and everybody else, we will probably all be fine. I am very deeply sad for those who have died. And I don't pretend to understand it. I don't understand God in times like these. But He's God. He can stop it. But we don't have God's mind. God is infinite. And He did give us free will. So anyway, I'm going to stop there about the coronavirus. And then I'm just going to upload this video. And then the next video will be my story. So God bless you all. Stay safe. Stay in. I know it's an inconvenience, especially when you have children and they're out of school. And our children in Canada, we have March break this week, but the following 2 weeks the schools are shut down. So just be mindful. Just be thoughtful of your neighbors, your relatives, and your friends who need help. Don't let them go it alone. If you've got the means to get their groceries, then please do that. Because, those who are single, those who are elderly and alone, and that's where they're at. They're alone. So be mindful, be thoughtful, be kind, and be nice. Don't go into the stores and buy everything. Think about that, what you're doing when you do that and then gouge people. You have to answer to God at the end. And even if you don't believe in God or whatever, what if I'm right? Right? What if I'm right and there is a God, and you're going to have to answer for all the things that you've done in your life. He is a loving God, but He does not tolerate dishonesty and a lot of other things. So, okay, that's all I've got to say about this. I just wanted to put that out there. God bless you. Thank you for watching this video. And please stay tuned to the next video, because it's going to be about not my mom this time, but my dad and his family. And Al Capone comes into it. Just a lot of things. So, thank you for watching. God bless you. I'll see you on the other side. Bye.